Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium for today's edition of Grizzlies Soccer, a non-conference doubleheader. We bring in the Junior Blues from Washburn Rural out of Topeka, Kansas. Back with the starting lineup shortly. This is Grizzlies Soccer.
Hey man, you got out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGrizz. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford on the big corner of 119th West in Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West in Mays, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. Thank you, Tom Simon and everyone at Aerotech Engineering. By Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Guin, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Intrust Bank of Wichita, 105 North Main with branches throughout Sedgwick County. Intrust is built on value. We change to meet the times, but we will never change our principles. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Now at our new location at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction on East 13th Street, just east of K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families, strong supporters of Grizzly Soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas at the east edge of Old Town. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. By Hurricane Sports Bar at the corner of 13th and Tyler. Luis Lopez has brought his hospitality west to make it convenient to Grizzly Nation. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Todd Eflin Narrates. Hey, that's me. Voiceovers for audiobooks, product or promotional videos, telephone systems, and business commercials. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field and to the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Eflin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium at the Eric Prophet number 19 soccer complex for today's non-league doubleheader featuring the Junior Blues of Washburn Rural. They will be in white today, and your Northwest Grizzlies, who will be wearing their home blue uniforms. We are awaiting the arrival of the officials because they have not yet done the coin toss, and when they do that, of course, we'll introduce the starting lineups for both teams to this very, very nice crowd. There's some good people over there on a hot day here in Wichita. Temperature 94 degrees at kickoff. It is another hot one here, and the weather forecast for those of you watching from out of town for the next week. The next 10 days, actually, it's going to be near 100 almost every day after today. We start with the furnace tomorrow. It's supposed to be 100 tomorrow when football kicks off. Football will take on Bishop Carroll right here at Northwest tomorrow night, and we will be bringing you that game on the Northwest YouTube channel. So we invite you to join us again tomorrow night. We've got a different kind of football tonight. The soccer team's going to put it up. The JV team lost their opener on Tuesday to Derby 10-1, and the varsity squad now 0-2. They dropped a 4-0 decision to Derby also on Tuesday afternoon and evening. We're going to go ahead. I don't know where the referees are.
I don't know either.
We're going to go ahead. As you know, we do double duty up here. We're going to go ahead and do our pregame remarks for the junior varsity contest. We'll bring Elizabeth in here shortly. You may have to move when I start talking if it feeds back. If you hear it feedback, step to your right. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. The administration and staff of Wichita Northwest High School and everyone in the Grizzly soccer program welcomes you to Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium at the Eric Prophet number 19 soccer complex for today's non-league doubleheader featuring the Junior Blues of Washburn Rural High School and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. We extend a warm welcome this afternoon to any Northwest alumni in attendance, along with a welcome to our guests from Washburn Rural High. To those of you watching on the internet today from both Northwest and Topeka, we welcome you as well. The junior varsity contest will kick off at the bottom of the hour, followed by the varsity match. Today's game is sanctioned by the Kansas State High School Activities Association. High school sports are intended to be an extension of the classroom, teaching teamwork, responsibility, and sportsmanship. Rule 52 requires each of us to reinforce these lessons on the playing field. Spectators are expected to provide positive encouragement to the players of both teams and to respect all players, coaches, and officials while maintaining an atmosphere of sportsmanship throughout the contest. We appreciate your cooperation. The referees for the junior varsity contest today are Matt Wygant and Jonathan Mraz. Here are the starting lineups, the projected starting lineups for both teams, beginning with Washburn Rural High School. In goal, sophomore, number 0, Miles Cook. Sophomore midfielder number 1, Michael Wilson. Sophomore defender number 5, Brody Grogan. Sophomore midfielder number 6, Jordy Schroeder. Junior defender number 7, Caden Tummins. Sophomore forward number 8, Ryan Schreiber. Junior defender number 10, Cody Tummins. Freshman forward number 11, Brody Kocher Munoz. Freshman midfielder number 14, Miles Diddy. Sophomore midfielder number 15, Justin Gutierrez. And junior midfielder number 23, Ben Busing. The head JV coach for Washburn Rural is David Chun-Cherowin, and his assistant is Brian Bell. Now the projected starting lineups for the Wichita Northwest Junior Varsity squad, who will be wearing their blue uniforms today. In goal, number 1, Daniel Avila. Forward, number 1, junior Johnny Hune. Defender, senior number 3, Craeg Kamerick. Midfielder, freshman number 5, Emerson Ernest. Senior forward, number 6, Julian Garcia Fessler. Sophomore midfielder, number 7, Memphis Estrada. Junior defender, number 9, Christopher Correa Sandoval. Sophomore midfielder, number 10, Zane Umeri. Junior defender, number 11, David George. And sophomore forward, number 20, David Avila. Coaches for the junior varsity squad are Art Shook and Corey Roberts. Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open for your convenience throughout the games today. They are grilling some hot dogs and hamburgers over there. Feel free to make your way to the concession stand, get yourselves a cold drink and a snack throughout the day today. Washburn Rural will defend the south goal in the first half. In goal for the Junior Blues, number 0, sophomore Miles Cook. In goal for the Grizzlies, freshman goalkeeper number 1, Daniel Avila. All right, folks, we are ready to kick it off here. I want to welcome Elizabeth. Elizabeth Diving in with us, join us. Glad to have you.
What's up?
All right, we're ready for afternoon of soccer on a hot day. There's a little bit of a breeze out of the southeast, maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour. Grizzlies will kick off. They're playing from right to left here in the first half, and they have the early possession. And a quick steal by Washburn and a score. That did not take long at all. Give me a number there, kids. Who is that guy?
I don't know who you.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Washburn Rural goal scored by number 9, Jackson Tuckwin. And we're back underway, and the Grizzlies in a hole very quickly here on a quick turnover, and capitalizing on the turnover is Washburn Rural. Want to welcome our executive producer, Brandon Miller, who's going to bring you the sights of this game. Running the camera. Here's another build-up coming from Washburn, and it goes out of play. It'll be a corner kick. Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
Kevin's doing 2 things at once, so give him credit.
I am multitasking. As are you, as you're supposed to be keeping stats.
I am.
Atta girl. Never a doubt. This ball is in the air low, and it's kicked out of play by Craeg Kamerick. We'll do it all over again.
Good job, Craig.
Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
This wind is really bad for mics.
It is, and unfortunately, I didn't put a windsock on yours. I need to do that. I might do that at halftime if you'll remember. We'll just do another corner kick here.
And we're going to do another corner kick. Oh, my
Corner
gosh.
kick, Washburn Rural.
Okay, well, This is very exciting. Another corner kick. Come on, let's go. No more corner kicks, please.
In the air it goes, loose in front. The white shirts have it. Here comes a shot, and it goes over everything, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest.
It landed in the trees.
Goal kick Northwest.
It landed in the trees. That's how far it went.
Yeah, well, the wind is pushing it in that direction. The wind is blowing from right to left on your screen. Washburn has the wind at their back here in the first half. Now David George will take the free kick for Northwest. And you can hear the wind blowing in both of our mics. Kamerick has it and loses it right away. Here comes Washburn right back with it. Munoz with it, centers one, and it's blocked, and here comes Northwest back with it, trying to get it out of their own end, unable to do so. Wide open on the far side, a weak shot, and that one's going to go over the goal line, and that one will be that should be a goal kick, I would think. Nope, they're going to give him a corner.
Craeg tried to
Corner
take
kick,
it.
Washburn Rural.
Craeg tried to take it, but it didn't go very well. There's got to be a lot of dead air here because we're just waiting.
In the air, bending a little bit. Oh, they tried for a header and they missed it.
Here comes Northwest coming up the field, trying to get out of their own area.
On the near side with it is Memphis Estrada. He loses it, and Rural comes right back down the field with it.
It has not gone out of Northwest territory and since the game started.
There's another shot, and that one goes through the box, and it will go out of play and become a goal kick for Northwest.
That doesn't
goal
count.
Kick Northwest.
That doesn't count as a save, does it?
No.
Okay.
David George will take this one as well. He keeps it low into the wind, and it's intercepted by Washburn. Gutierrez had it and lost it. Here comes Northwest trying to get it out of their own end now, and they're unable to do so.
Nice
that one's
little
going to go out of play. No, it's nice save there by Michael Wilson to keep it in for the Blues. That one goes out, and it will belong to Northwest. Northwest substitution, number 8, Jude Sizemore. He comes in for Memphis Estrada. Christopher Correa Sandoval with the ball. Gives it to Craeg Kamerick. Craig's pass is intercepted. And there's one right to David Avila. David getting his first start in goal of the season as Johnny Hune played in goal on Tuesday night. And here's an opportunity for the Grizzlies. Sizemore with it, and he couldn't keep it. And coming back with it now, bringing it down, is Schroeder. Here's a
nice little save by David.
David Avila corrals it, and we'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Again, the passes are being intercepted by the white shirts, which is keeping the ball at the north end of the field, still with control. Centering pass. Craeg Kamerick blocks that one. It goes out. They're going to call it a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick Northwest. Washburn Rural substitution, number 4, Ryan Rake.
What does this mean again?
Shots on goal.
Okay. Let's see if they can take it out of their own area. Nope,
Sizemore can't get it forward. And here comes Rural back again. Munoz with it. Passes it off wide. Another centering pass back to Munoz, but it's intercepted by Sandoval. And he sends it out.
And here
Grizzlies with it. Can't get it out again. Pass is blocked. That one's going to roll into the sellout crowd. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest.
We have a nice little crowd going on.
I need to roster real quick.
Okay.
Substitution for Northwest, number 23, Quincy Overchan. Throw-in comes in now from the far sideline. Chip forward, and here come the Grizzlies. 2-on-3. It goes out of play. It will turn over to Washburn. And again, a real hot day today. Even though there's a bit of a breeze, it is really humid. There's a shot, and it goes through the box and rolls out of play, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest.
That was a nice little
goal
save.
Kick Northwest.
That was a nice little save.
Substitution for the Grizzlies, number 14, Matias Saez. And with all due respect and apologies to the Saez family, I mispronounced your son's name the entire game on Tuesday, for which I was notified before the game today, and we'll try not to make that mistake next time, or this time for that matter.
Here comes Northwest trying to kick it up the field, but Washburn's are really solid at defending.
Centering pass is going to go out of play. It'll be a corner kick as it was deflected. Corner kick, Washburn Rural. Grizzlies trail 1-0. 20 minutes and change remaining here in the first half.
This is the perfect time to grab some popcorn, grab some snacks, watch and enjoy. Hopefully you don't get too bored with all these corner kicks.
There's one in the air and through, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick Northwest.
I mean, am I right? All these goal kicks are...
As a result, that's only as a result of the domination of play by the Blues so far in this contest, and they get the ball back again. And let me borrow your pad. There is no way. I couldn't write them down fast enough. If you can't introduce them all, you don't introduce any of them. Washburn subs in 5 players, and they hadn't even stopped their walk to the line when the ball went out, so no chance for me to indicate who they were. Throw in comes in now, goes deep, out of play. That'll be a corner kick, I'm sure it is. Corner kick, Washburn Rural. All these corner kicks with the wind, so if they can get some spin on the ball and banana one home, this could be a one-touch goal. There's another one in the air. It's short. Bouncing around. Still controlled by the Blues. Centering pass. And David gets it, and he boots it out to center. And he out-punted his defense, or his offense, excuse me. Have a foul called on Northwest. It'll be a free kick for Washburn. They waste no time, and here we go again.
Nice little defense by Northwest. But Washburn's pushing it up the field.
And David George kicks it over the goal line. That'll end up with a corner kick for Washburn. Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
JV is struggling just a little bit, trying to find their groove. It's only been the first couple of, it's only been like 20 minutes, so.
In the air it goes, right in front, shot blocked by the defense. Now there's another one, goes over everything, and it will be a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest. Looks like David will take this one himself.
What do you consider a shot goal?
If nobody touches it and it would have gone to the back of the net and scored, it's a shot on goal. That's the definition.
Okay.
That was a shot, but not a shot on goal. Out of play, it'll be a throw in for Washburn. No ball retrievers this game. Or, I don't know where our managers are. I don't think I saw the managers today before this game. Stephen Cantrell fighting with it for Washburn Rural. That one goes out of play. We'll do it all over again. Cantrell takes the throw in. Centers one. Settled, and it's intercepted there, and a nice play by the Grizzlies to get it out of the penalty area. David George with it. Overton can't do anything with it. Now Kamerick has it. Craeg sends it back to Quincy and back to David Avila. And they couldn't clear it out. This is trouble. Cantrell's shot is wide. It will be another goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest. Substitutions for the Grizzlies. Number 4, Isaac Alvarez-Tavallos. Number 7, Memphis Estrada. And number 16, Oscar Morales. Avila waiting the whistle. Now he's got it, and he launches it to the side in the direction of Morales. It comes forward, and nobody is there. Stayed in, however.
Great defense by Northwest, trying not to get a goal.
And nice there's a nice save by Avila. And he will punt it out. What do we have here? I think they're calling a water break. No, they're not. They called a foul. Washburn coaches are asking for a water break. Quite frankly, they should get what they're asking for. It is hot out here. Free kick for Northwest. Headed right back forward. Memphis intercepts it. And Estrada moves forward. Has it tackled away from him. Comes back. And now Washburn has some numbers. And Avila couldn't get to the ball. It's going to be a corner kick as it was cleared out. Corner kick, Washburn Rural. Substitutions for Washburn Rural, number 9. Jackson Tuckwin, number 12, Cohen Thiessen, and number 21, Niels Martinson. Centering pass, right on the foot of a white shirt. And we're lucky that wasn't a score. As it turns out, it got kicked out of play there by Johnny Hune. And it will be a corner kick for Washburn.
That was actually
corner kick, Washburn.
That was actually a pretty smart play.
I'm sorry?
That was actually a pretty smart play.
Defensively, yes. It got it out of danger for the moment.
For the moment, though.
There's a header. And Memphis Estrada wins it. Now it's kicked out of play. That'll be a throw in for Northwest. Well, maybe not. Holy moly. Where'd those guys come from? You see a bunch of guys line up, I need to know right away so I can write their numbers down. Because there's no way I can memorize them that quick. Washburn Rural making a line change here. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest. Northwest also subbed in a couple players, including Eli Cabral.
Nice little save by David.
Avila punts it outward to the far side of the field. That's going to roll into the stands. It'll be a throw-in for Washburn.
And the fans got some interaction. Here comes Washburn.
There's a shot going wide right. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. Subbing in for the Grizzlies, number 11, David George. 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Grizzlies down 1-0. They've hung in there. The whole game's been played right in front of the Northwest goal, and they've hung in ever since they gave one up in the first half minute.
It's like they finally got some. It's like they finally got some sense.
Out to center it comes. Headed away by the white shirts. And there's a foul. That'll be a free kick for Northwest. David George sends one forward. Loose in the middle of the field as it bounced off of two heads. Now we have a foul on Northwest, and it'll be a free kick for Washburn.
I don't think that's right. I don't think you're supposed to hit two heads at once.
It certainly wasn't intentional.
As Northwest tripping along.
Come on, Memphis, you get there. Good hustle by the Grizzlies. Eli Cabal also in on that play. That one goes out of play, and now we'll have substitutions. Substitution for Washburn Rural, number 7, Caden Tummins. And for Northwest, number 6, Julian Garcia Fessler. Fessler replaces Emerson Ernest. Isaac will send this one all the way back to his goalkeeper. And over to the near side. Right back to Isaac. He centers one. Couldn't control it, however. Was Sizemore. Grizzlies get it back and try to head forward. And here comes Washburn with the numbers. And that's the best play I've seen tonight. Morales sends it out of play when they were outgunned by 3 players. It'll be a throw in on the far side for Washburn Rural.
That tells you a lot. That's the best play of the night. It's been constant Washburn, Washburn, Washburn. They haven't even gotten out of the...
Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
They haven't even gotten out of Northwest Territory yet. So, this is going to be a very interesting game. Sit back and relax. And hopefully Northwest can score a couple of goals.
There's one loose in front. David, a great save. Wow. He was in the right place at the right time for that one, and that keeps the score at 1-0.
David with four saves already.
That one goes into the sellout crowd. That'll be a throw-in for Northwest. And substitution for the Grizzlies, number 10, Zane Umeri. Umeri replaces Estrada. Who comes out. Inside 7 to go, first half, 1-0. Northwest trails on a very, very early goal by Jackson Tuckman.
Like the first 5 minutes early.
That was 30 seconds in.
Oh, 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Even worse.
Now we have a whistle from the other side of the field. I do not know what he's calling. He's calling a foul on Northwest. Nowhere, way away from the ball. It'll be a free kick for Washburn.
What's it for?
I don't know. He was pretty adamant about the call, so we obviously saw something. This one's in the air, goes into the penalty area. And a centering pass bounces right back out. That'll be a corner kick. Corner kick, Washburn.
I hope Northwest can get it out of their own territory for at least 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking.
In the air it goes. Bounding around, still loose in front, controlled by Washburn. Centering pass, still bounding around. Now it's sent to the side. Who's going to get it? Looks like it will be the Blues that come away with it off the foot of Cohen Thiessen. That one is blocked out of play by Umeri. It'll be a corner kick for the Blues. Corner kick, Washburn.
Do you think it's the defense holding them back from going all the way over, or is it just... What do you think it is?
I don't know I don't understand your question.
I meant, like, if it's like they're stuck in Northwest Territory, I want to see what's causing why they're stuck in Northwest Territory.
Well, ball control was obviously being dominated by Washburn, which is why the ball has been in front of David most of the entire first half.
That's true. Here we go.
And again, Washburn comes away with it. Goes out of play, though. Northwest Grizzlies substitution. Number 5, Emerson Ernest.
And it's going into the beautiful Northwest crowd, showing their support.
And we have a nice crowd on hand here for this JV contest.
We do.
Especially given the fact that our opponent is from 125 miles away. Of course, they travel well, does Washburn Rural. They always take a nice crowd with them wherever they go. And we're glad to have them here with us and hope they enjoy their stay in Wichita. That one goes all the way back to Avila, and he'll have out to Ernest. Went over his head, and here comes Washburn back with it. Loose ball, handball call. That'll be a free kick for Northwest. Oh my goodness. Give me this real quick. They're going to sub in 9 players, and we're not going to announce their names. There's too many of them. They're basically going to change the entire team out, which says something to the depth of the squad.
They have players to trade off and keep on.
Well, they have a lot of depth.
That's true.
That's obvious.
More than Northwest. Yeah, way more than Northwest, because they're trading out their entire field for it.
At midfield, Grizzlies trying to get something started on offense, and it turns over again to the Junior Blues. 2.5 to go, first half. Grizzlies trail 1-0. And Washburn Rural on the march again. And that one is going to go out of play for a corner kick. Corner kick, Washburn Rural. Junior Blues make a line change, substituting for Northwest. Number 14, Matias Saez, and number 23, Quincy Oberchin.
Keep in mind, he just announced 2 players from Northwest out of like 11.
My bad. Thank you. Art Shook reminded me that I have the 2 Avila kids mixed up here. I've been calling Daniel David and vice versa. We'll fix that problem. And to the Avila family, our apologies for the mistake. We have a goal kick coming for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. David George will handle this one.
Oh, has it been Danny the whole entire time?
Yeah, I had his name wrong.
Oh, okay. Now I gotta switch it.
St. Mary giving chase, unable to catch up with it. And here comes Washburn Rural back. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Crossing pass, blocked out of play. Nice play that time by Sandoval. Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
This has got to be a very long night, ladies and gents. Hopefully Northwest makes this interesting.
Out to center, 20 seconds to go. Looks like we're going to be 1-0 at halftime. Halftime score of the junior varsity match, Washburn Rural 1, Wichita Northwest 0. Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open at halftime. They've been grilling hamburgers and hot dogs over there during the first half. Head on over, grab yourselves a snack and a nice cold drink during the halftime period. And for those of you along the line, we're going to take a break as well. We'll be back after this commercial timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it? Yes. Yeah. Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mel Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mel Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Baseball's the same way. You can have some downtime in baseball and it's not a problem.
Oh yeah, especially when they're changing innings.
Oh crap. Our scoreboard is malfunctioned just now. And let's try and bring it back up. God dang it. Let's do that. Try and get it back. I may have to do a reboot here at halftime. I don't know why this does this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are at halftime. We've got about 5 minutes to go, and we're going to take advantage of this 5-minute break. We're going to go off air for 2 minutes. Don't touch your dial. We shall return. In the second half, Washburn Rural will defend the north goal. In goal for the Junior Blues, number 0, Miles Cook. In goal for the Grizzlies, wearing number 2, Daniel Avila. And live, we are indeed, folks. Welcome back. Sorry about the brief respite, as we had a computer graphic malfunction. We were able to fix it, hopefully. And hopefully we're ready to go. Grizzlies will play from left to right with the wind here in the second half, rather. And we are underway. Ball goes into Grizzly territory immediately, as kicked off by Washburn Rural on the near side, and that's cleared out of play. David George there to knock it out of danger. It'll be a throw in for the Junior Blues. If you just joined us, this is the Junior Varsity Contest, Northwest and Washburn Rural out of Topeka. A home-and-home series, but for both boys and girls. We love having them as our guests, and we appreciate their hospitality also when we head to Topeka. It's a very class program, and they do a great job. And we've had some great games. We've come out on the short end, but we've had some great games up there. On the near side with it is Tummins. He tried to center it. It was blocked out of play by David George. It'll be a corner kick. Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
Second half just kicked off, and we're still back in Northwest territory.
In the air it goes into the penalty area, headed in the wrong direction, just a little too high for a headed shot. Now a centering pass. There's another heading attempt. It goes over the top of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. Elizabeth, I would not expect any change in the possession and control of the ball the rest of the game. It's obvious that we're being totally dominated here, and nothing has shown its head that's going to change that.
But we got to keep being positive.
Absolutely.
No matter if we lose by 10 or 1.
Throw in coming for Washburn Rural. Daniel Avila throws it out. Headed off to the side. That's going to roll out of play. That'll belong to Northwest. Northwest will sub in a player. Substitution for the Grizzlies, number 8, Jude Sizemore. He comes in for Memphis Estrada. Kenneth Pint will handle the throw-in duties. And
instantly to the Blues.
David George sends one up, and it goes into the Grizzly bench, so it'll be a throw-in now for Washburn.
Is that comfortable? That don't look comfortable. Okay.
In it comes for Diddy.
Northwest
Ken
takes it
Pite,
back.
oh, he went down hard. They call the foul, indeed, and it will be a free kick for Northwest. Grizzlies gave up a goal 30 seconds into the game off the foot of Jackson Tuckman, and that has been it as far as the scoreboard is concerned.
Oh, we're going back to Blues territory, and picked off by the Blues. And
out here on the near side comes Gutierrez. He'll send it back up now to Diddy. Diddy will bring it down the sideline. Ken Pint with him. And that one goes right to, Avila booted it. Comes back, falls on it, has it. He'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Out to center it comes. That one goes into the sellout crowd. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest.
I swear, they need helmets back in there. Like in the crowd in general, because it's aiming for the crowd mostly. Not intentionally, but it happens.
Throw-in comes in. David George tried to pop it forward. Went out of play instead, so. Have a throw-in coming in. Substitution for Washburn Rural, number 3, Brady Leffler.
And that's out of bounds.
That'll be a throw-in for Washburn on the far side in the shade of the big tree. And they find somebody down there, Craeg Kamerick on defense. Now they center one wide open. He couldn't control it. Break for the Grizzlies. Out it comes towards center. Bringing it back up is Tummins. Tummins centers one.
That wasn't a very good break.
Gutierrez heads it. Tummins gets it again, sends it forward. Ken Pint gets a head on it. And now it's cleared out to center.
And back
one
to
on
Washburn.
3, unfortunately, for David Avila. Uribe Sends it forward. And 1-on-3 comes Washburn. A quick shot. Daniel makes the save. And out to center it comes.
Let's see what Washburn can do with it.
In deep, and Ken Pint shields off the ball. That's a good play, and it'll end up, not only do they not get the shot on goal, it moves it over to the corner. Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
I have to say, great job by Northwest defense.
That was a good defensive play, no question.
I mean, just in general, the whole reason that they're not on Washburn's side is because of their ball control. But their defense is the strong suit.
Goal kick, Northwest. Substitutions for the Grizzlies. Number 4, Isaac Alvarez Davalos. Number 14, Matias Saez. Number 16, Oscar Morales. And number 23, Quincy Ovenchan.
And as varsity warming up for their next game, let's hope JV ends it with a good one.
Varsity will kick it off about 20 minutes after this one wraps up, and we have 22 and change remaining in this one. Grizzlies trail 1-0. Washburn scored on its opening possession, and they've been held scoreless since.
David's been playing beautiful defense for Northwest.
Sain's on top of it. Now that one gets chipped over Morales. And going down there to get it is Munoz. He centers one, shot and a score. Morales gets it to 16, is that?
Well, there's no 16. 15.
Washburn Rural goal scored by number 15, Justin Gutierrez. Who did I say had the assist?
I don't know.
You weren't paying attention. You're supposed to remember.
I mean, I was paying attention.
Too late now. So the Grizzlies are down by a pair. That's a pretty good goal by Washburn. Set up well, great centering pass, and a good finish. Wasn't anything Avila could do.
Here comes Northwest trying to drive.
That one goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Grizzlies. In the shade of the tree, and quite frankly, I wish I was in the shade of the tree right now.
Oh, me too.
We have no shade up here in the balcony.
But at least we get a great view.
We do get a good view. Fessler with it on the near side. Trying to center it. He goes down hard. That'll be a foul on Washburn Rural. Grizzlies are going to get a free kick deep in Blues territory.
That's Julian.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, you said the last name. My bad.
David George is going to take the free kick coming up from his defensive spot. And they're going to give him a little bit of real estate to work with. And those guys are not 10 yards away, and David alertly pointed that out. Now they get moved back. The required distance. Chipped up and over everything, it'll be a goal kick. Goal kick, Washburn Rural.
I mean, at least we had a chance.
It's one of our first scoring chances of the day, actually.
Hopefully more to come.
Hopefully more to come. Couldn't finish it. This one intercepted by the blue shirts. Sizemore gets it over, and Zane comes up, and Umeri heads it forward, but nobody there except the goalkeeper, Miles Cook.
Northwest is finally getting some ground.
On the far side with numbers, and we have got this guy's offside by 3 yards.
I believe one of the players lost their glasses.
Well, they didn't give him the offside. They gave him a goal kick instead. That's a disadvantage to the Grizzlies. I don't know how he missed that.
And return right back to the Blues.
Washburn Rural with the numbers now as they all press forward. And Sizemore sends it out. Isaac over here to center to Fessler. Munoz has it for Washburn Rural. He sends a great pass in. And Avila was in no man's land. He came out and he forced a wide shot. And they're going to say it was tipped by Avila, and it will be a corner kick. Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
I'm going to count that as a save because that was technically a save.
You can count that as a save, yes.
That was technically a save.
Yeah, well, no technically about it.
Is it number 2 again?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the only one that gets saves.
Yeah. I mean, you never know.
Corner kick coming in the air. This one into the wind now. Ooh, that was dangerous. It rolled over the crossbar and out of play for a goal kick. Substitutions for Northwest. Number 1, Johnny Hune. Number 2, Nolan Anderson. And number 7, Memphis Estrada. 16:30 to go in the game. Grizzlies down 2-0.
At least it's 2, not like 5.
Out it comes to center, and it's going to be intercepted there by the white shirts and sent up to Grogan. And now a whistle and a foul on Memphis will give a free kick to Washburn. And he sends a long one into the penalty area, and a shot is blocked. And that one goes all the way back, and we have an offside call. Offside, Washburn Rural, free kick Northwest.
Let's see what we can do with this rare opportunity for Northwest.
They send it out to center. Zane trying to feed the ball down the middle. Unfortunately, can't get it to anybody. Zane comes up after it and fights for it. Can't get it. And on the far side, here comes Washburn back with it now.
Great defense by Northwest.
And David Avila knocks it out of play, and it's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick, Washburn Rural. Emerson Ernest getting set to come back in for Northwest. Inside 15 to go in the contest. Grizzlies down 2-0. Well, maybe we can get him up here. Our esteemed athletic director is in the building. There's a shot and a score.
Who was that?
As soon as he turns around, I'll tell you it was number 11.
Okay.
Washburn Rural goal scored by number 11, Brody Kocher Munoz. Grizzlies will kick it off, down by 3 now.
And now the Northwest Grizzlies is down by 3-0. Hopefully we can make something out of nothing.
This one's going to go out of play. It'll be a throw in for Washburn. Throw in is intercepted there by Morales, but not cleared, and Washburn has something cooking on the near side. Boston Golden has it. They send it out here to center. Oh, nice tackle by Emerson Ernest, but he couldn't control it. Comes back Morales with it. Sends it back to Ernest. And here comes Memphis Estrada. Memphis comes back, fights for his own ball again. Has it and tries to dribble through some defenders, and he's got him.
Come on. That should have been a call. And a little tussle going on.
Little bunch ball going on over there, and ball comes out, and finally a whistle is blown, and they're going to give the ball, I think, to Northwest here.
Which is good, because we have a really good field position in Washburn territory finally. Washburn.
David George sends a long one over the goal line for a goal kick. Goal kick, Washburn Rural. Varsity contest will follow 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. So please stay with us.
As varsity warming up, here comes Northwest versus Washburn.
That one gets chipped all the way back, and
nice save.
David could have picked that up. Daniel, could have picked it up. Elected not to. Now it goes out of play, and that's going to be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. David George will take this one. Jude Sizemore getting ready to come back in. And he's going to be joined by Craig Kamerick and by Ken Pint. Craig will be up here during the varsity contest again. We'll get his comments of what his thoughts are on tonight's JV contest while he's up here. Memphis has it, sends it forward, blocked, gets it back, sends it forward again, but nobody home. Closest one to it
was in the wrong jersey.
That's true. Was in the wrong jersey. That's a good through ball, but David George is on task and gets it back. And now they're going to call, I don't know what they called. They wasn't offside. They must have called a foul.
And here comes Washburn coming back.
At center. Tuckwin sends one forward to Golden. Golden looking to center it, does so. There's a shot wide, and Daniel Avila is there anyway, and he'll punt it out now as we approach 10 minutes remaining in the contest. Grizzlies trail 3-0. going to sub in 5 players now. Write this down. Write this down. 3, 8, 9, 10, 18.
3, 8,
9, 10, 18.
Got it.
And then leave it there so I can look at it here when the ball goes out. Free kick coming for Northwest after the foul. Right at the top of the penalty arc, or just beyond it.
We get a chance at a goal here, ladies and gentlemen.
Memphis takes the shot and it goes wide left for a goal kick. Goal kick, Washburn Rural. Subbing in for Washburn, number 3, Brady Leffler. For Northwest, subbing in, number 3, Craeg Kamerick. Number 8, Jude Sizemore. Number 9, Christopher Correa Sandoval. Number 10, Zane Umeri. And number 18, Kenneth Pint. Goal kick comes out to center. Anderson's there. And a foul called. And they're going to give it to the Grizzlies. Umeri sends one into the penalty area, loose in front.
Oh, he got bodied.
And crashing into the goalkeeper and down. We're going to have an injury timeout here.
He got bodied. I mean, it was, I don't know if it was body first or head first. I don't know what, but that looked really bad.
Well, nobody seems to be injured. And they did not call the trainer out. So nobody has to leave the game. It'll be a drop ball. It'll belong to Washburn Rural on the charging foul. Now we're waiting for a player to sub out, and we do have one subbing in. Subbing in for Northwest, number 6, Julian Garcia Fessler. And we're back underway.
As the player who just got injured is being checked by our trainer, Tommy. Hopefully he's doing okay.
Rural brings it down the far sideline. There's a centering pass, and Daniel Avila is there to corral it, and he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. He decides to throw this one, and it's taken there by the white shirts. They've got the numbers, 5-on-5. This one's going to be chipped over everything, and oh my goodness, that was dangerous. Corner kick. Washburn Rural. That could have been a lot worse than it was had the wind held it up a little more. Brandon, you're in the wrong spot, but ball's on the far side. There you go. Boy, that's not a very good view. We're going to have to fix that view.
We might have to scale up the camera a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to have him try and zoom in a little bit. Players are too small on the far side. Just a little. Let's see what that looks like. Out here to center. Rural has a breakaway. Here's a shot and went wide. Goal kick, Northwest. Shot by Stephen Cantrell, went wide. Substitution for Northwest, number 11, David George.
I think the camera's too far down.
It is. Raise, get the camera higher.
Just a little bit higher.
right there. Right there. That's good height right there. And I thought I locked this. Why is it? Here. Try that. Well, that's going to keep you going laterally. I don't want to do that.
You're good. Just don't push it
Just
down.
go side to side.
Don't push
Substitutions
it
for Northwest. Number 14, Matias Saez. Number 23, Quincy Overchan.
Phone's ringing, man.
Yeah, she's going to have to wait.
Kevin's phone's ringing, ladies and gentlemen. And she's going to be ignored. Free shot.
There's a shot and a score. Couldn't do anything about that one. 20 gets the goal, 2 gets the assist. Washburn Rural goal scored by number 20, Hector Morales. The assist to number 2, Boston Golden. So it's 4-0.
That was a beautiful assist, though, by those.
It was. 5 minutes to go here in the contest. The issue having been decided. Now it's just a matter of out of play it goes. It'll be a throw-in for Washburn Rural. Throw-in comes in deep. You know what you need? You know what you need? One of those.
Okay, ladies and gents.
I know.
We have a beautiful game of soccer here tonight.
Memphis Estrada coming in for Northwest here. Substitution for Northwest, number 7, Memphis Estrada. Oh, that was a terrible throw. Come on. That'll turn it over to Washburn on a bad throw. Hands never went behind Johnny's head. That one goes out of play. It'll be a corner kick. Corner kick, Washburn Rural. Comes with 3:30 to go in the contest.
Every time you do that, I have to cover my mic because it echoes.
In the air it goes. And it went through the wickets of everybody. There's finally a shot, and it goes over for a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest. At the conclusion of this game, we're going to immediately send it to the Austin Clifton pregame show, as we are going to be pressed for time. We had a rather long interview yesterday, and we want to make sure you get it all. It's very interesting. George can't handle it, and Washburn comes away with it. That one's intercepted. Nice play there by Johnny. And now Memphis with it. Memphis fighting hard, along with Quincy. Memphis gets it again, and he'll bring it forward. Can't split 3 defenders, though. And coming away with it, and we have a handball call. It'll be a free kick for Northwest.
Well, you can't split 3 defenders by yourself. I know that. But he's been really fighting for us, so give him credit.
Miles Cook picks it up for Washburn. and he will punt it out. Quincy has his blocked. David George fires it wide, but over there to get it now is Wilson. I'm sorry, Boston Golden, and he centers one. And a nice play to kick it out of play by Johnny Yoon. Quick throw in comes. There's 1 minute remaining in the game. That one is headed, and Daniel will pick it off and have a goalkeeper distribution. Out here toward Memphis. Too far for him. Quincy picks it up. Oh, he tried to feed it to Memphis, and Memphis didn't see it. Here comes Washburn again. A much better effort tonight, ladies and gentlemen, than it was on Tuesday by the JV squad. They're going to come up on the short end of the scoreboard, but they played well defensively. They got to work on that offense, but they did play very well defensively on the ball. Miles Cook will go back and have an easy pickup. And with 5 seconds to go, we're going to say we're done.
That concludes your 2023.
And there's the final whistle. Final score of the junior varsity contest, Washburn Rural 4 and Northwest 0. Varsity contest will kick off in approximately 20 minutes. In the meantime, the concession stand is open for your convenience. Hot dogs, hamburgers, cold drinks, candy, and snacks all waiting for you. The concession stand is located in the building just north of the main entry gate to the stadium. Okay. I have a task for each of you.
Are we on live or are we on commercial?
We are live.
Oh, okay.
Although I think I'm going to go ahead and send it to the pregame show. Thanks for reminding me.
Yep.
We'll be back. Here comes the pregame show.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
This is the McCurdy Real Estate at Auction Varsity Pregame Show. Coach Austin Clifton reviews the last varsity game and takes a look at today's upcoming contest. Sponsored by McCurdy Real Estate at Auction. Real estate, but better. And now, let's join Coach Clifton with Kevin Arkin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's about time to get ready to gear up for the varsity contest now. The Junior Blues of Washburn Rural in town from Topeka to take on the Grizzlies. And we're joined on the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show by our head coach, Austin Clifton. Coach, got a couple of games to recap. We didn't get a chance to get together on Tuesday. And let's go back to season opener last Friday. And what a tough night to have to play a game with 105-degree weather at kickoff.
Yeah, it was tough, and Trinity was a fantastic team, so it was a good opponent. Not only was it a good opponent, but it was tough conditions. There was no wind. It felt like it was 95 all night long. We're on the turf. And it was the first game of the season, so you're nervous, you're anxious, and you could see it in how we played. There were moments that were really good. There were moments that were bad that we've definitely tried to fix and work on. And that's just growing pains with a new team. We lost our whole defense last year. We've lost our goalkeeper, but AJ Joint's done a fantastic job stepping up in that position. I really wanted to highlight him. The games could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for him in there. And then, replacing our defense, like I said, and then we got a lot of new guys. We got a few freshmen that are playing, and with the cramps that we had on Friday and some of the injuries that we've sustained over the last two games, which I'm sure we'll talk about, we've had to have guys step up. And so, yeah, our bench has been playing a lot, and so a lot of new. But I'm encouraged at what I've seen so far.
It was a heartbreaking loss on Friday for sure, going into overtime. And, you know, the last thing I guess you want to do when it's over 100 degrees on the field is to play an overtime game. And unfortunately, we had to do that and dropped it 3-2 late in the first overtime. But as you said, it's a great way to start the season. They gelled well together, and they played a tough team and played them tight.
Yeah, so first off, Trinity was good. We had chances to win. I thought our defending was really bad. They had a couple of good players. Number 7 was fantastic all night. I think he had 2 goals and an assist. We couldn't stop him. And we kind of gave him too much time and space, and we didn't take advantage of our opportunities that we had, because we had plenty to put it away. But we watched film, and we worked on it at practice, and hopefully we start to see some changes, and I'm really encouraged with how our guys are. You know, it'd be easy for them to put their heads down and to be frustrated, but they've been very positive. They're building each other up. They're still working very hard at training. We had a really good training yesterday in between both of our games, and I'm encouraged. You know, it's a tough schedule. We're talking about Trinity now, and we'll talk about Derby in a second, and then we got Washburn tonight, so we're really finding a lot out about ourselves, and we wouldn't want it any other way.
Well, let's go ahead and jump forward to Tuesday night's game against Derby, a tough 4-0 loss against a team that the roster, I looked at that roster, and it was the same as last year. It seems like they've got 12 seniors who are playing their 6th year of eligibility.
Yeah, that's a good point. They return, I think, 14 seniors. They were very good last year, state quarterfinalists. I think they lost 2-3 at Washburn, which, I mean, they go to the Final Four every year, and that's kind of the monkey that they have on their back as they're trying to get to that Final Four, which, if you ask me right now, I would say they have a pretty good chance of making it. They remind me a lot of our 2011 team, big, fast, strong, good players, senior laden, and that's kind of what I told them last night was, to our guys too, it's you know, at least we didn't give up. We competed, but that's a good team. They're a very good program, and probably one of the better teams we're going to play this year. So I'm glad we didn't give up. I'm glad that we fought hard. We created some chances, but once again, some of the similar things crept in where we gave them too much time, we gave them too much space, and they picked us apart. It's too good of a team to allow them to do that.
And going into tonight against Washburn Rural, again, another perennial Final Four team. It seems like we're playing all the playoff teams early, which could be a good thing later on. But you got a tough task tonight here with the Junior Blues.
Yes, very tough. They play a very unique style. They're rock and roll, hard nosed, full out, 110%. They're going to try to shove it down their throat. And we know that if we possess, we've had success against them. We almost beat them last year at Washburn. Our girls have tied them at Washburn before too. I know it's boys and girls aren't the same, but they play the same formation and the same style, both teams. So we know what to do. It's just executing and doing it. Having the confidence to do it. I'm happy we're at home. That'll help us a lot, not being on the turf. And, you know, we kind of talked about it at the beginning of the year where last year this was our catalyst for the whole season. We had a really good performance against them, and it bred confidence in our whole team. And so I'm hoping for that, but really just hoping that we continue to work on the things that we've been trying to fix, and guys stay positive and we keep fighting. Because like you said, honestly, we might be playing 2 of the 6A West finalists for the Final Four right out of the gate, them and Dodge City.
And what a way to improve your own team by playing quality opponents early, and getting that under your belt. And like you said, if it's a catalyst like it was last year when we played at Washburn, you know, what a great way to start a big run later.
Yes, and that's kind of what we talked about at practice the other day was, we're really finding out a lot about ourselves. You know, if we would be playing teams, and I'm not going to name names, but just let's say a bad team and we win 8-10-0, and you don't find anything out about yourself. You know, right. we think that we're good, and we might be, but we would never see those mistakes and what it really is when adversity hits, who responds when adversity hits, what leaders step up when our back's against the wall, and we're definitely seeing that these first 3 games. So I'm the least bit discouraged. I'm actually, this is the most optimistic I've been in a long time for any team. It's just putting it together.
And they will eventually do that. And there have been a lot of positives to take out of the first 2 games, even though we came up on the short end of the scoreboard each time. You mentioned A.J. Joint. What a job he has done in goal in place of Evan.
Yeah, and not only is he doing good on the field, but, I mean, that just speaks about volumes of the person that he is. To have your senior season, I know he wants to be on the field, and he's a good player on the field. He would have been a good piece for us, and he's doing it for the team. He's stepping up and doing something that's more than him, and we have a lot of guys like that this year, and I think that speaks volumes of why we're not folding, why we're not giving up in these tough games, and we're staying competitive. But yeah, he's playing fantastic. Made a bunch of saves Tuesday night, kept us in the game Friday, and I expect more of the same all season.
Someone else that I've been impressed with a lot of the guys, but one of the people who really has stood out to me personally, observing the game as I'm watching it, is the young freshman Andrew Smith.
Yeah, so we've got like 3 that are playing right now pretty consistently, and Andrew's one that he showed up during the summer. We knew he was good, but tryouts, he really stepped up. He stood out. He's quick. He's a kid that played club growing up, but then he quit, and so he kind of was away from the game for a little while. And high school's kind of rekindled his passion for the game, and I love that personally because that's why I'm coaching in high school, is because it's just different. It's different playing under the lights. It's different playing for your school, in front of your friends and not just your parents at a club game. And so he's really embraced that, and I think you can see he's found a passion again for it, and he's a good player. When he played for the highest level FC Wichita team for his age group. And so he's got talent, and we're willing to play kids if they work hard and they're doing the right things regardless of what grade they're in.
And we can say the same thing about several others, and we will in future visits, because you've got some good kids on the team. They just need to put it all together. So let's talk about your opponent, Washburn Rural, perennial Final Four team. Anything you expect or don't expect tonight?
I expect them to play the same way that they always have. Hensel's going to have them ready to go. He's a passionate, energetic coach. They feed off of his energy. And I'm kind of the opposite, so it's fun seeing how our styles collide. But I know that if we play the way that we can, we have a good game plan for them. Every year I feel confident playing Washburn. I'm not saying we're going to come out and win every time, but I feel confident no matter who we have, that with our game plan we can get after them. We've created chances in the past, we've scored, and we've almost won. And I think we're continuing to take step forward in the positive direction. So, we got to be ready from the get-go. They're going to come out 100 miles an hour. And we got to defend as a team, we got to keep the ball, and we got to take advantage of our chances.
Well, what's the injury situation for tonight?
So we're a little bit banged up right now. Pierce's back is flaring up again, which we hate to hear.
He had that problem last year, didn't he?
2 years, so 2 years ago is when he sat out for pretty much the whole season, and then last year he was in a back brace, but he played, but he was dealing with it off and on, and now it's flaring up a little bit, so we'll see if he goes tonight. I'm going to say no, just to be safe. So we're without Pierce, and then Landon's banged up, but he's playing through it. He's tough as nails, man, and he's playing great. If you watch the games, you wouldn't be able to tell that he's hurting, but he's hurting. But he's stepping up for the team as well. And then Christian kind of picked up a little bit of a hip issue against Derby. He didn't play the whole second half. I just didn't want to risk it when we were already down 3 or 4-0.
He went down hard in the first half.
Yeah,
That one play. And
so his hip, and he didn't look too great at practice. So we're going to see how he feels today, and we'll play it by ear. And other than that, we're good. Just continuing to get used to the heat and the running, but we had way less cramps on Tuesday than we did on Friday.
And it will be close to 100 degrees again at kickoff tonight.
Yep, it will, but, we're on the grass, so I'm happy about that. And it'll be a good night. It'll be a good game, and, come out and support the guys. We had a great crowd on Tuesday. I was really happy to see that.
Okay. Best of luck to you tonight against Washburn Rural, and look forward to a visit before the first Titan game on Monday.
Thank you.
Head coach Austin Clifton on our pregame visit. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 60-second McCurdy timeout, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against Washburn Rural. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover.
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
To challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools.
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
West.
Go, go, go!
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGrizz. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford on the big corner of 119th West in Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North 119th Street West in Mays, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. Thank you, Tom Simon and everyone at Aerotech Engineering. By Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Gooing, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Intrust Bank of Wichita, 105 North Main with branches throughout Sedgwick County. Intrust is built on value. We change to meet the times, but we will never change our principles. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Now at their new location at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction on East 13th Street, just east of K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Hofflin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families, strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas at the east edge of Old Town. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. By Hurricane Sports Bar at the corner of 13th and Tyler. Luis Lopez has brought his hospitality west to make it convenient to Grizzly Nation. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Todd Eflin narrates. Hey, that's me. Voiceovers for audiobooks, product or promotional videos, telephone systems, and business commercials. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field and to the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
And now, the starting lineup for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. In goal, wearing number 0, a senior, A.J. Joint. On defense, a senior wearing number 2, Basil Shakhtour. On defense, a freshman, number 3, Brandon Ramirez. On defense, a senior, number 4, Landon Vestring. At midfield, a junior, number 5, Eli Benning. At midfield, a senior, number 6, Calvin Bell. At forward, a senior, number 7, Christian Urbano. At forward, a sophomore, number 9, Jesus Ortiz. At midfield, a junior, number 11, Carlos Gonzalez Huerta. At forward, a sophomore, number 18, Jairo Mondiano Lopez. And on defense, a sophomore, number 20, Miles Bemis. The head coach for Northwest is Austin Clifton. He's assisted by Art Shook and by Corey Roberts. Managers are Isabella Moda and April Isbell. Ladies and gentlemen, your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. We want to take a moment to thank some of the sponsors who make Grizzly Soccer possible. They include Mel Hambledon Ford, Aerotech Engineering, the families of Tom Lassiter, Joe and Judy Coughlin, Chris and Jan Shoemaker, Emerson Biggins, Credit Union of America, Dugan and Giroux Attorneys, the Robert L. Gould Foundation, Gecko Painting, Security First Title, ABC Discount Liquors, and the Kansas Joint and Spine Specialists. in the first half. Washburn Rural will defend the south goal. In goal for the Junior Blues, number 0, senior Braden Lenher. In goal for your Grizzlies, senior number 0, A.J. Joint. All righty. And welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bring in my broadcast partner, Craeg Kamerick. Craeg, welcome. Good evening.
Thank you. Good evening to you, too.
I just inherited the wallet. Getting ready to kick off here. This is the varsity contest about to get underway. Northwest will kick off. They're in their blue uniforms playing from right to left. And we are underway. I'm going to borrow this. On the near side with it, bringing it up is Lopez. Jairo sends one to the center. And it's intercepted by Rural. Rural sends one deep. Miles Bemis over there on defense. And it goes out of play. That'll be a throw-in for Northwest on the far side of the field. Just underway here at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium on a very warm night. Game time temperature right at 90 degrees. And a light breeze out of the southeast this evening. It'll be blowing from left to right, which is the direction the Grizzlies are playing into. So Washburn gets the wind in the first half. Free kick coming for Northwest. And back goes to AJ. And he sends one out towards center. 3 white shirts and 1 blue shirt. Grizzlies come away with it. Eli Benning gets it. He sends one forward. And it's a good thing it was intercepted. It would have been an offside play. And Benning fighting hard on the near side now for it.
Yeah, I really like the energy from Eli at the start of the game. He looks like he's all over the place.
And a free kick coming for Northwest after a foul is called. Craeg, congratulations. Nice job in the junior varsity game by you and the squad.
Thank you, Kevin.
He played some solid defense.
Better defense than offense.
On the near side, Grizzlies fighting for it. Landon Vestring, who, as you heard Coach Clifton mention in the pregame show, is playing hurt. And boy, we have a lot of scratches tonight. I'll give you that list here as soon as I get it back from our associate executive producer, April Isbell, who stole it from me just as we were kicking off, expecting me to have everything by memory. I don't know what she's thinking. On the far side, good pressure put on by Bemis to prevent a rush. A lot of speed on this Washburn Rural team. And there's a centering pass, and it's intercepted by A.J. Joint. He'll have a goalkeeper distribution, and we'll keep it at 0.
There was a very physical play in the corner over there with Eli. Took a fall over there.
I think we'll see some physical play here tonight. This is not a dirty team, but they do play a hard physical game of soccer.
Yes, Washburn is very physical and very fast. Here's Jesus.
And that one goes over for a goal kick. This Washburn Rural goal kick brought to you by Mel Hambledon Ford at 119th Street West in Kellogg. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hambledon Ford. And once again, we have Isabella Moda ready to jump over the railing at any moment. This one played out by Washburn Rural and deflected. Over on the near side, running through with it is Rutschman. Devin Rutschman. He may get a shot off. He does, right through the wickets. And Devin Rutschman scores for Washburn Rural. Unfortunate.
Yeah, he made it look a little too easy dribbling through Carlos and Brandon, I believe.
Washburn Rural goal scored by number 10, Devin Rutschman, unassisted.
Which is very unlucky that AJ couldn't knock that ball out.
You know what you're talking about? I don't. So I'm just going out on the fly.
Back out at center. Calvin Bell fighting for it over there, along with Shakhtar. And Miles Bemis heads it forward. Nice play by Miles. And there's one into center. Here's a chance. Went too far for the Grizzlies to work on it. And there's a tripping foul going to be called against Huerta. And a good call it is. It'll be a free kick for Washburn Rural.
That cross was just a little too high for Christian to head into the goal on the last attacking chance for Northwest.
But it's good to see the opportunity there, and there certainly should be plenty more.
Of course.
What do we have here? Free kick. They called a foul. This is not a corner. Oh, through the box. And AJ couldn't get to it. Get the guy that did the corner kick. Oh, who scored the goal?
10 got the corner.
10 got the corner. Who scored the goal? 9?
I'm not sure who scored the goal.
9 from 10, we're going to call it. I need my roster. Where'd it go? This isn't it. Trade me. So it's 2-0. Very quickly here. Washburn Rural goal scored by number 9, Griffin Heinen, assisted by number 10, Devin Rutschman. Grizzlies put it in, and it's stripped away, and a foul called on Shun Sherwin. For a sophomore, he's a big boy. I'm just saying, he's a big guy.
Did you just say big boy?
Over here on the near side, here come the Grizzlies. They don't have the numbers. Lopez couldn't do much with it. Now this one goes in deep. Huerta giving chase. Carlos will send it back to AJ. AJ has some time, and he will send it up here. And it was in the direction of Hyro, but he couldn't get to it. Ramirez sends it over here on the near side, and it's chipped out to center. Who's going to get that 50-50 ball?
Washburn's putting some good pressure on our defense.
Good job that time by Urbano to win that ball back. Over it goes to Miles. He couldn't control it, and the ball goes out of play, and I think they called a foul.
It looks like a throw-in for
Yeah, that's going to be a throw-in. He signaled a foul over there, but they gave him the throw-in instead. Another throw-in coming for Northwest. 7 minutes gone, first half. No score for Northwest, 2 for the visitors.
There's been some really good runs from Basil on that right side.
Yep, see.
Oh, here's a good chance.
Can they keep up that level of energy? There's AJ right there to get that ball. He throws it out to Miles on the far side. Nice crowd on hand on a pretty nice night, except it's a bit warm. 90 degrees at kickoff, and thank God there's a little bit of breeze to break the heat. Loose ball in the penalty area. And
good challenge.
Nice job by Carlos. Carlos gets it back now, and he'll send it to Bell off of Bell's foot. And it lands on the foot of Willingham for Washburn. Good sliding tackle that time.
Yeah, very good tackle from
Carlos.
Carlos there.
He did a good job there. There's a long ball, and looks like Washburn's going to come away with it. You know, I told you you were going to be sitting here, and I'm standing in the way. So you know what that means? I'm going to move. You might as well learn how to run it. The only thing you have to worry about is adding goals and stopping the clock and restarting it. And I'll tell you when. And don't use that. Use a real mouse. If you use a finger mouse, it'll take you 2 forevers. You'll never make it.
What's up? We have just under 31 minutes left.
Here's a chance.
For the first
and he fired it just wide. Good attempt that time. Substitutions for Washburn Rural, number 3, Drew Moore, and number 12, Logan Fryendahl. Grill's going on the far side of the field. Carlos with it.
Good pass.
Up to Benning. Benning gets around 1. There's a shot and a save there, and a nice play by Lenher.
You know, I really like that effort from Eli right there because he made
too.
about 2 or 3 guys miss.
And he still got a good clean shot off 1-on-1 with the keeper.
He sure did.
Hyro sends it forward.
A little bit of a weak pass there from Christian.
And we paid for it as they took it away. That's
good challenge.
Sherwin with it and goes out of play. It'll be a throw in now for Washburn. And it comes. Rutschman sends it across the way. And before he could settle it, it's taken away by Landon Vestring, and he sends it forward. Now the white shirts have it, but here come the Grizzlies right back. Urbano tried to center it, and it hit the referee, so we'll have a drop ball for Northwest. He throws it back there to Landon. Landon sends it up wide to Miles, and Bemis sends it forward.
Yeah, I really like the energy today from Northwest. It looks a lot better than the game on Tuesday against Derby.
Now, they came out kind of flat Tuesday. I think everybody's acknowledged that that's probably a game we're just going to flush.
Yeah.
And not to take anything away from Derby, because that is a good squad.
Of course.
I would not be a bit surprised if we have to get by both of those teams in the playoffs in order to get to the final this year. So it's good to play them now.
Yes, sir.
I think you guys have a better chance versus this team.
On the near side. Ramirez fighting for it defensively. It goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for the white shirts, and we have a couple of subs. Substitutions for Washburn, number 11, Pierce Cannon. And number 13, Caden Romanchek.
I feel bad for her ears.
She'll live.
I know.
She knew the job was tough when she took it.
Yeah, but you love it.
Grizzlies trying to clear it out of their own penalty area, and now they get it out towards center. And here comes Eli again. And it went out too far. There's going to be a foul called. I think Grizzlies are going to get a free kick here.
I believe that is going against the
Well, that shows you what I know.
Looked like a very light foul.
That's why I gave up refereeing, because I miss them sometimes.
Well, they all happen to the best of us.
Oh, get my script there, will you? Wouldn't be the first time it blew off the balcony. Shot going to be taken by Rutschman here. And he sends it. Oh, a nice header. He sent it wide, and coming in for the header was, I think it was Chun Cherwin. Who was that?
Looks like 11.
That would be Pierce Cannon, another tall player. That was a good idea. Fire it wide and then head it home, and almost worked.
Too bad it was offside.
A.J. Joint will send it wide, and he sent it kind of weak. Puts a little bit of extra pressure on, but Ramirez, he nearly whiffed on it. Now out to center, and here comes Benning with it. Eli gets around one, sends it wide for Bemis. Miles. He sends it forward.
Good steal from Christian right there.
It was. Christian sends it forward. Too far, I'm afraid, because Lenher will get it for the Blues. And he booms one now. He got the wind at his back, but he sent that one 70 yards. That's a pretty good boot. And what do we have here? We have an offside call. Offside, Washburn Rural, free kick Northwest.
Thank you.
Bless you, Craig.
Thank you, Kevin.
One of the things you'll learn is we don't have a kill switch, so we can't turn you off when you decide to sneeze.
Maybe Sunday.
Maybe. I also like the effort here from Hyro at the start of this game. Putting in a lot of work.
Substitutions for Washburn Rural, number 7, Lawson Labato Stick, and number 11, Pierce Cannon. I think it was 11. Something tells me I just announced the wrong guy. And when I see numbers somewhere on there, I'm going to have you write down the numbers of the subs if there's more than one so that I can look at it, okay? Throw in comes in. Vestring sends it wide. And we got a loose ball over there. It's going to go out of play and belong to Northwest. 24 minutes remaining in the first half. Grizzlies trail 2-0. Every now and then I want you to check and make sure the clock's running up there, okay? Substitution for Washburn Rural, number 16, Matthew Hauser. I'm going to get you some earplugs. Throw in comes in. Ramirez sends it forward out of the backfield. And a good play there. Oh, boy, he went down hard, and he's hurt.
That's not good.
Urbano is down. He's hurt. He's already playing injured from the game on Tuesday. Okay, now you have to stop time. Click next to click where it says stop. And that'll be the start button as well, okay? When they start it again.
And that's very unfortunate for Northwest because they already have
he's grabbing his knee, and that's not a good thing. Now they're calling Tommy out. Bassel will take his place. The injured Northwest player is number 7, Christian Urbano.
I know Northwest right now is facing a long list of
well, and I didn't
players.
give you the scratches because how come I keep getting the wrong list? I need that list because I got all kinds of marks on this one. Art Shook goes out to see what's going on now. Urbano is up and headed off. Northwest substitution number 2, Bassel Schachtor. Okay, when they start play again, hit the start button. And that was a fair charge. There was nothing wrong with that play on Urbano. And start her up. There we go. Grizzlies throw it in. And here comes Washburn with it. Extended in the middle. Rutschman has it. Rutschman still with it. I'm going to give you some of the names here when we get a moment of the kids who are not playing tonight for Northwest. That one goes out of play, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. Players out tonight. Pierce Schneider's out with a bad back. Oh, there's a sub. Washburn Rural substitution number 23, Drayden Chuncherowin. Schneider is out. Isaac Featherston is also out tonight. He's a scratch. And replacing Isaac on the roster for this game is Daniel Avila, who was the goalkeeper in the JV contest. He's only eligible to play in one half, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we don't see him at all until after halftime. As the rule is, a player can only play in 3 halves in one day. And Avila played the entire game in goal in the JV contest and did a good job back there. 21 to go, first half, 2-0, Grizzlies trail.
And I also know after the JV game during the varsity warm-ups, Johnny went down with a couple cramps while he's there taking shots. So I had to help him out with that a little bit. So that's also
well, he's not a scratch, but he hasn't been in the game yet. So it could be he sits out too. Good point, Craig. Here's an opportunity. Chuncherowin with it, and a foul called, and that'll be a free kick for Washburn. That's going to be right at the edge of the penalty area. It goes up and over, and it will be a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest.
Yeah.
Substitution for Washburn Rural, number 9, Griffin Heinen. Heinen has the only goal of the contest, or one of the 2 goals, I should say.
As you can see, the Washburn players are really fast, as you saw.
Well, they've got some jets.
Yeah.
I don't know what they feed those farm boys up there in Topeka, but they definitely do move quickly.
Do you know off the top of your head how many people go to, was it Washburn Rural? You know how many people?
How big the school is, you mean?
Yeah, do you know how many people go to that school?
I don't know, but they're 6A, so they're bigger than we are. Because we're the second smallest school in 6A, I believe.
Interesting.
That one goes out of play, and it will be a corner kick. Corner kick, Washburn Rural. That's being taken over there by Lawson Lobato's Dick. In the air, pretty good ball. Oh, and a header goes wide. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by Aerotech Engineering out of Mays, Kansas. Proud supporters of Grizzly soccer.
Yeah, it looked like there's about 2 or 3 players unmarked behind by the back post, and that was a really good opportunity for Washburn Rural.
Out to center. Benning with it. And has it taken off his feet. Oh, he blocks the pass. Nice job. Eli is having one heck of a game here in the first half. Landon Vestring sends one forward. Again, Landon is also playing injured.
Good turn right there by Hyro.
Hyro 1-on-3 at the moment. Still has it, though.
Very good effort.
Still has it, and he wins it. And he sends one that's going to go over everything, and it'll be a goal kick for. Goal kick, Washburn Rural. Subbing for the Blues, number 1, Bennett Hollauer, and number 6, Tanner Kasprick.
Looks like Christian Urbano is about to come back into the game, so that's a very good sign.
That is a good sign. Glad to see him back. He went down hard a few minutes ago. Goal kick coming, 17:30 remaining. First half, 2-0 Washburn. Who subbed in? Who came in for them? It was 6. I don't need the subs. The only time I need the subs is while they're waiting. Okay, once they're in the game, you don't have to write anything down. You can write down. We got 4, 7, 11, 17, 22. Corner kick, Washburn Rural. And 10 for them. And 24 and 19. And 15. Holy. Substitutions for Washburn Rural. Number 10, Rutschman. Number 19, Willingham. Number 24, Morrison. For Northwest. Where are we?
Number 4.
Vestring, number 4. Urbano, number 7. Huerta, number 11.
And John Lee, 22.
John Lee, number 22. That's just a bunch. Both teams subbing liberally on a hot night. Clock running, inside 16 to go. Grizzlies down by a pair. Here's Rutschman. He gets around this. Vestring. Vestring slides for the tackle and misses. And a great play there on the far side. Let's give credit where credit's due to Carlos. He saved a potential shot on goal there. Pretty nice play.
Yeah, it looked like number 10 for Washburn took a couple fake shots there.
Yeah, Rutschman made a couple of good moves.
He did.
This one goes wide to the far side in the middle of our sellout crowd.
Good ball movement here from the Grizzlies.
And down go 2 players. Let's see how they call this. They're probably going to give it to Washburn. Oh, they gave it to us? I would have given it to Washburn.
Looks like Andrew is a little slow to get up over there for Northwest.
But he is up. That's the one I missed on that sub. He just came in, Andrew Smith. He'll be mad at me that he didn't get his name announced by the PA guy.
I think he'll get over it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of play it goes, and Vestring sends it forward. And now they're saying this is a foul. So it'll be a free kick for Northwest. And a long one down the middle is headed away by Washburn. Washburn using their speed. Brett Anderson fighting hard for it over there with Chun Cherwin, and the latter centers one to Rutschman. Rutschman shot and a save by A.J. Joint, and that's a good play by our goalkeeper. Bono sends it back. Anderson can't get it back to him. Urbano fights for it. And Brett Anderson finally sends one out to center. It's going to be a 50-50 ball won by Washburn.
Yeah, Washburn's doing a really good job right now just keeping pressure on Northwest.
They are. And so far the defense has been up to the task. That'll be a throw in for Northwest with 12 minutes to go in the first.
Yeah, Northwest is kind of punishing themselves with some very weak passes.
Eli draws the foul. It'll be a free kick for the Grizzlies. John Lee will take it. John Lee, the defensive specialist, is a junior. And he sends a long one forward. That's a nice boot. Had it in the direction of two blue shirts. One of them had it. Couldn't control it.
Yeah, John Lee has a very, very strong left foot.
He does. And that one goes out of play. That'll belong to us. And quick throw in up there to Ortiz. Jesus, he couldn't control it. Gets it back. And he centers one.
Very
for
good.
Benning. Oh, and it went through the wickets of Eli. He'll send it all the way over on the far side to Miles. Miles will send it up. And an easy save by Lenher.
Very good ball skill right there from Jesus.
It was. Washburn on the move, 2-on-5. Grizzlies take it away. And now a whistle and a late foul called. John Lee was not happy with that call.
And here's another good set piece opportunity for Washburn Rural.
Rutschman will give it away, and an easy save by A.J. Joint off of that free kick. That one off the foot of Willingham. And now a foul called away from the ball, holding foul, and it'll be a free kick for Northwest. And you can tell this referee's been reffing a while. He still uses the same hand signals that I used 10 years ago that are not technically in the book anymore.
Yeah, AJ had a little bit of a weak punt right there, but we got a little lucky with the handball by Washburn Rural.
Here's Lee's kick, and he sends it wide to the far side into the shade. Landon Vestring giving chase now. That one chipped out of play. That ought to be ours. I think that deflected, did it not?
Looks like it'll be Washburn's throw-in, I believe. Oh, wait,
Washburn Rural substitutions. Number 3, Drew Moore. And number 11, Pierce Cannon. Coming in for Northwest, number 3, Brandon Ramirez. I'm sorry.
Actually, it'll be a throw-in for Northwest, excuse me.
Yeah, I thought it was our ball.
And another one.
We'll take another one. Soccer-wise, our next game is Monday. An unusual start time. We're on the air Monday at 2:45, or 2:40, I should say, with the Austin-Clifton pregame show. A single game, varsity only, and it's the first round of the Titan Classic. We'll be down at South High taking on the Emporia Spartans in the first round of the Titan Classic. So come on down, and if you can't make it, join us. There's a shot, and that goes, did that go over? Yes, it did. That'll be a corner kick. Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
That was a very good free kick right there by Washburn Rural.
And it was a great save by A.J. Joint.
It was.
He was right there on top of it. Between now and Monday, we've got a little of another sport for you. And Craig and I are going to bring you the Bishop Carroll Northwest football game tomorrow night. I think we're on the air at 6:30, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll be there whenever you need me.
Well, plan on being on the air at 6:30.
Got it.
We'll have a 30-minute pregame show, and it's going to be, won't be all us. We have Steve Martin's interview, of course. Steve Martin will join us. He's always very eloquent and does a great job of giving up of his time for us, and we sure appreciate it. Here's a chance for Eli and a foul called. Which way are they going to call? They waved it off. They called advantage. Now it'll be a throw-in for Northwest on the far side.
Yeah, very good run there by Eli.
It was, and that was a good foul not to call. Because he had clear advantage with his possession.
Yep, he took the ball, or he took the foul, excuse me, and then he continued dribbling. Very good play.
See what happens here.
I believe it's Calvin that's about to take the free kick for Northwest.
I think you're right. And from that distance, he can pound it home.
He sure can.
And if that's 10 yards, I'll eat my hat. My hat is safe. Watch him walk off another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. Let's see if they cheat forward. Oh, look at him sneaking forward. In the air it goes. Come on, head it home. Loose in front. And it's cleared out by the white shirts. Brandon Ramirez takes a long blast. It goes over everything, and that'll be a goal kick. Goal kick, Washburn Rural. Substitution for the Junior Blues, number 15, Hayden Schreiber. And subbing in for Northwest, number 18, Jairo Mandillano Lopez. Goal kick taken. Out here to center. John Lee, he could have been called for a foul there. That was a dangerous play, but they let it go. Rutschman, long shot, and a great save by A.J. Joint. Wowzers. It'll be a corner kick, but who cares? That was just one heck of a save. Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
Washburn is certainly putting AJ to work in goal right now.
They are. They have worked him hard tonight. In the air it goes. And AJ is there to pick it off. He'll have a goalkeeper distribution as we approach 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Grizzlies down 2-0.
Good call there from AJ. He made it loud and proud.
We don't have a halftime guest for you tonight, so at halftime, Craig and I will talk about stuff. That one goes wide, and that will be a goal kick for Washburn. Goal kick, Washburn Rural. Subbing for the Junior Blues, number 12, Logan Fryendahl.
I do gotta say though, even though even though Northwest has a Schneider on the board, I really like the energy that they brought today. It looks a lot better.
I do too. I could not agree more. I think they're playing with a lot more energy tonight than they did on Tuesday. And I think a lot of that is that it's not the first game of the year.
That is
true.
true.
The first couple of games of the year, they were having a hard time finding some chemistry, and I think they're finding it here. And I know that Coach Clifton has moved some players around, and I like what he's done.
And also he's been having to work with the injury list as well, so that's not always easy.
Injuries don't help, of course. And I'm not taking anything away from A.J. Joint. He's done a heck of a job. Here's Rutschman with a chance. Oh, what a stop by Landon Vestring to take that one away.
Yeah,
Benning now to Calvin Bell. Vestring will have it, and he sends it up to Christian, and it goes out of play. It'll belong to Northwest.
That was a great defensive stop right there from Landon, because that could have been a really good scoring opportunity for Washburn Rural.
Yep. What I was just harping on a moment ago, and I'm not taking anything away from AJ. I think he's doing a great job in goal, but we sure miss Evan Locke.
Yes, we do.
Because if Evan is back there in goal, AJ's out here on the field, and he is so effective at midfield, and we're missing that.
Yeah, we sure do.
That's the point I wanted to make, and I made it. Free kick coming, going to be taken there by Cohen Nims. Cohen Nims is the son of the athletic director at Washburn. Piece of worthless trivia. You know me, I'm just a veritable storehouse of worthless information. There's a shot. Oh, that could have been goal real easy. It turns out it will be a goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest. This goal kick brought to you by Emerson Biggins in Old Town at 808 East Douglas, our luncheon sponsor at each year's golf tournament. Thank you, Luis Lopez.
There's a very interesting challenge in the box with Landon and number 10 at Washburn.
That's Rutschman.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what happened. If I saw Landon behind him and then he just fell, but the ref didn't see a foul, so I guess play on.
It could have been a fair charge on both parts. 1 minute to go in the first half. There's another shot going over the goal.
That was a very good touch by Washburn.
This Northwest goal kick brought to you by the Tom Lassiter family, proud supporters of Grizzly soccer, in memory of Carla. On the far side, Washburn with it, 30 seconds to go. I got something for you to do. And that one goes over. That'll be another goal kick. Goal kick, Northwest. Here, we'll just wait. We got time.
Here's the final kick.
I need to show you how to do it. So, halftime score of the varsity match: Washburn Rural 2 and Wichita Northwest 0. Okay, before I go into them, folks, bear with me while I give some instruction. Okay, go to where it says first half there. See where that first is? Drop it down and change it to halftime. Okay, then go up here to video clips. Remove. Add. And the one you want is the one that says 4. Oh, do it again, I'm sorry. The one that says 4 minutes right there. That one. When I tap you on the shoulder, you're going to click on the word cut, all right? All right, we're going to go to our halftime break. Stay with us. We'll be back. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer on the Northwest YouTube channel.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
Means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Back at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium with Craeg, Kamerick, and our producer-engineer, Brandon Miller, and our videographer, executive producer, Elizabeth Dibbing, Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies trail 2-0 here at halftime, and what has turned out to be a pretty good ball game. It's anybody's game. Grizzlies certainly able to mount a comeback. They will have the wind at their back in the second half. So that possibly could help them here in the second half. Grizzlies without the services again today of Isaac Featherston and Pierce Schneider, both out with injuries. Johnny Hune got injured in the JV game, has not made an appearance. Now he may play in the second half of this one. Daniel Avila was added to the roster for this game and is eligible now to play in all of the second half should Coach Clifton elect to do so. We're on the air tomorrow night with football at 6:30 from Northwest Stadium. Bishop Carroll will be in here. It'll be a packed house for sure tomorrow night in the annual grudge match and the second most attended game of the year in the City League. Only the Holy War draws more fans. And I don't know why that is either, because Capon hasn't won a Holy War game in 27 years. Did you know that?
I did not.
They have not won in 27 years.
Interesting.
Yeah. And they have led in some games that they should have won and lost. Thinking back, I remember one game when they used to play it at Cessna Stadium. Capon led by 5 or 6 points with like a minute to go. Carroll had the ball 4th and 15 on their own 10-yard line and won the game.
I guess when it comes to that, it's just who wants to win.
I get some of it. I think is just dumb luck. There have been games that Capon led by 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter and lost. So.
Yep.
You know, you went and got a Gatorade. Coach Clifton bought me a Gatorade, and I have never seen it. I have no idea where it is. It's probably in his duffel bag.
That is a good possibility.
That's all right. I can live without it. So we're going to give you a 2-minute break. We'll be back.
I see someone left crackers up here.
Sponsor of the Northwest Soccer Program through the Eric Profit Scholarship Tournament. At Intrust Bank, we place our values at the center of everything we do. It's a philosophy we have followed for more than 140 years. This principled approach to business is encapsulated into 3 words: tradition for today. This principle makes us different from the rest. Check out Intrust Bank today at intrustbank.com.
Campaigning this property and it's sold right. Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
It'll come back. There we go. Back at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium, getting set to start the second half of play. In the second half, Washburn Rural will defend the north goal. In goal for the Junior Blues, number 0, Braden Lenher. And in goal for the Grizzlies, number 0, A.J. Joint. You could have gotten another one of those folders. There's 2 others in there. Yep. Okay, you ready to launch? Okay. And go. We're underway here in half number 2. Grizzlies playing from left to right now with the wind, which has shifted a little bit and is coming more out of the east than the south. So it's kind of blowing more across the field than down the field, but what little advantage of wind there is will be at the back of the Grizzlies. On the far side, it'll be a throw in for Washburn. And a big run. Oh, there's a trip, and if that's in the box, that'll be a penalty kick.
Let's see if he may get a card.
Stop the clock. He should get a card. And I can't, the only thing I don't know is if it was in the penalty area. We'll find out here in a moment. Meanwhile, we have 2 players down. Now they're both up.
Yeah, that was not a very good challenge by
And that is going to be a penalty kick. They're setting up for it.
Looks like Brandon will not get a card, though.
No card given, and it will be Willingham taking the penalty kick for Washburn Rural. AJ faced one of these on Tuesday, and it didn't go in. And this one does. Washburn Rural goal scored on the penalty kick by number 19, Dylan Willingham. Okay, so you added the score. Good. Good. And when they kick off, you can start it again. Brandon, you got this down, buddy.
I know guys say it's great leadership there by Eli, talking to Brandon, telling him it's okay. We got it next time because Brandon's looking down. He's telling him to pick his head up.
No reason to have your head down, and he made a play. This long one goes over for a goal kick.
Man, Calvin sure does have a boot for a foot. Whew.
This Washburn Rural goal kick brought to you by the Bob Profit family. We thank them for their continued support of Grizzly soccer. Come on. Wind, you're bothering me. Out to center, Calvin Bell gets a foot on it, can't control it. Jesus is over there working hard as well, goes into the crowd. It will be a throw in for Northwest.
Or it looks like maybe a foul.
Oh, they did call a foul. I didn't see the foul. So it's a free kick instead from about the same spot. Nice boot. And it's taken away there by Willingham.
Yeah, Christian Urbano just had a little too big of a touch right there.
Yeah, too much. Here's he tried a little tap pass and almost worked. Jesus with it. He dishes it off to Eli. Benning over here on the near side to Bassel. Now back to Miles. Up to Bassel, out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. Grizzlies have something working here.
Yep, they were doing a really good job of recycling the play, making sure they weren't pressing too much to where they would just give the ball away.
And, Urbano almost had a shot on goal there. Eli Benning along the baseline and out of play. It'll be a goal kick for. Goal kick, Washburn Rural.
That was a really good effort. And
excellent effort by the entire team to keep the ball down there and get something going. 37 to go in the contest. Grizzlies trail 3-0. Bassel goes down hard, gets right up. And here's Bassel with it on the near side. Centering pass to Jesus. Benning intercepts a pass.
Now it looks like Northwest is doing a really good job of putting pressure on Washburn Rural and making them force turnovers.
Miles Bemis, you're right. Gives it to Landon Vestring. Oh, a weak pass, and it's intercepted. 2-on-1 break now for June Sherwin. Goes down. He made the run on the far side. He goes down hard, gets up. No call on anything. If you're looking for something, there was nothing.
It looks like the sun may have been a factor in that bad pass because Landon, before he passed, it looked like he put his hand up.
Yeah.
He was blinded by the sun.
When the sun is in its beginning to set position here, and it's kind of hard. We're looking directly into it. I'm wondering if I'm going to have, I put on sunscreen. I wonder if I'm going to have a sunburn anyway. I've been out in the sun for 5 hours. How are you doing? You're raw. You put sunscreen on and you're lobstered. Brandon Miller, our engineer here, he's going to go to the seafood bar for lunch tomorrow and pretend to be a lobster.
Yeah, it's rough being a person with red hair. Kind of burn after being outside for 5 minutes.
Here's an opportunity. Shot and a score. Shot taken by Griffin Heinen. You can stop the clock and add the score there, Brandon. I did not see who gave him the assist, but it was a good assist.
I want to say it was the guy with long hair. I think
over there?
Yeah, I believe that's number 1.
That would be Bennett Hallauer.
I believe he was the
1.
one. Yeah, I believe that was the assist.
Washburn Rural goal scored by number 9, Griffin Heinen. Assisted by number 1, Bennett Hallauer. And it's 4-0 now. Grizzlies just aren't getting rewarded for their hard work tonight. There's Heinen again. He dishes it off on the near side to Morrison. Oh, what a takeaway by Miles Bemis. Beautiful defensive play. There's another one. Sends it forward. Bassel giving chase. Blocking the passing lane. It gets the pass off, though, to Willingham. Over on the far side, Chun-Cherowin sends it forward. That one's intercepted. Urbano sends it.
Yeah, some very good pressure right now from Northwest.
That one goes into the crowd, and it will belong to Northwest. Throw incoming. 6 minutes gone, second half, 4-0. Grizzlies trail.
Yeah, I do have to agree with you, though, Kevin. Looks like Northwest is putting in a lot of good effort. They can't find that final product to reward themselves
They just
with.
haven't been able to find the hole. But one of the things you also have to keep in mind, this is a very good team we're playing against tonight.
Of course.
Miles Bemis with it. Loses it. Here's Morrison sending one forward to Rutschman. Rutschman on the near side has Vestring with him. And Landon sends this one out. Is it a corner or a throw-in?
I believe a corner, I believe the referee signaled.
I thought that signal was a corner as well.
Yep, corner.
Corner kick, Washburn.
It was a very good run by the Washburn player, but even better defense by Landon Vestring.
Yeah, Landon played well. There's a loose ball in front, and it's cleared out, and a nice job that time.
Yeah, Northwest.
Get it out to center.
Northwest had a lot of bodies in the box. Really fortunate.
Ortiz comes down, 1-on-3, gives it off to Eli Benning. Benning.
Good
back
ball
to
skill.
Ortiz. Ortiz, good ball control. And he leaves one back for Bassel. Bassel, a centering pass, intercepted and cleared out by the white shirts. Miles Bemis has it at center, dishes it off to Ramirez. Ramirez over here on the near side to Shakhtar. Back to Bemis. Bemis now brings it upfield. Still with it and loses it, going 1-on-2. Might have been advised to dish it off. Shakhtar was available. Bemis didn't see him. Urbano sends one across, and it's good to see Christian's out there. He appears to be full strength. He went down hard earlier.
Oh, very close there.
That was a nice play by Lenher, though. Goalkeeper for Washburn did a nice job.
I really did like the run, though, from Eli. He's putting a lot of really good effort into this game. Good pressure there by Calvin.
Washburn Rural substitution number 3, Drew Moore.
I did. I drink water during my game.
Have a throw-in coming. Substitutions for Washburn Rural, number 8, Grady Hemsley. For Northwest, number 22, John Lee. .30 minutes, 30 seconds and counting remaining in the second half. Grizzlies down by 2. Ball comes in and cleared out to center in the direction of Jairo. Lopez with it.
Very good ball skill.
Ooh, he went down hard. And that'll be a foul and a free kick for Northwest. And Jairo gets right up, so he's not injured.
I'm surprised that wasn't a yellow card for that Washburn player that just punted the ball.
That was cardable.
Because it's a pretty obvious foul, and then he.
Oh, there's no question about that.
He decided that player decided to punt the ball after.
Deep ball for Northwest. And a foul called. Or did they call offside?
I believe that's a foul on Calvin Bell there.
Yeah, and they're going to guess they are giving the ball to Washburn. And out it comes to center.
Good challenge there by Eli.
Eli has had one. I don't want to harp on this, but he has had one whale of a game.
Yeah, he's putting in some really good energy into this game, I do got to say.
And down he goes.
Wow.
No call.
Yeah, tough challenge there.
Hallauer sends it forward. Intercepted. Calvin has it at center. He sends it over here on the near side to Shakhtar. Bassel back to Miles. And that one is sent back toward AJ. Urbano. That one goes out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. Write these numbers down. 13, 12.
11 for you, Kevin.
And 11. 11, 12, 13. Thanks, Craig.
You're welcome, Kevin. Good
and
run
16.
Here.
Add 16.
Oh, my goodness. Good challenge from Landon. Great slide tackle.
Corner kick. Washburn subbing in for the Blues. Number 11, Pierce Cannon. Number 12, Logan Fryendall. Number 13, Caden Romanchek. Number 16, Matthew Hauser. Thank you.
I don't think I'll be able to say it enough during this season. Just Landon, he will bail AJ out almost every game. He puts in excellent slide tackles. Very, very.
And he's playing hurt tonight.
Yeah, he is playing hurt.
It's up. You can tell by the he's playing hurt. There's a save by AJ. Out of play. It'll stay with Washburn. AJ Joint's going to sleep good tonight. You know what we never changed the Grizzlytron. So take the mouse. Take the mouse there. Go ahead, Greg, you do it. You move that paper. Get the screen up. Press a button and get the screen back up. And when it comes up, press the send button. Did it die?
Should I press the power button?
No, it may have died on us. I don't have it hooked up to power. Battery may have gone dead. But it'll be all right. Don't worry about it. I should have plugged it in and didn't. Hauser with it, centers one, and it's cleared out. Nice play defensively by the Grizzlies. Out to center.
Yeah, very good.
Benning
clearance.
gets it, taps it forward. Jesus fighting for it. Ortiz with it, sends one to Shakhtar. Shakhtar finds Calvin all alone in the middle.
Oh, good
Oh,
run
he
here.
sets a long one, and it just went too long. And we couldn't get to it for the shot on goal, but that was a nice play by Calvin anyway.
Yeah, that was a very good build up there with starting with Basil, finding a way out of trouble. Oh,
Here's trouble for us, and that's going to be a shot and
Oh.
a score. Tell me who the number is of the player who scored it. He just chest bumped.
I believe that's number 10.
I think it is.
Does he have the armband on?
Yeah, it's Devin Rutschman.
Yep, number 10.
Washburn Rural goal scored by number 10, Devin Rutschman. And it's 5-0. Okay, before we can do anything else, we've got to get Schneider off the board. Nice play, Andrew Smith. Oh, he sent it into his own dugout. It was tipped out. It'll stay with Northwest.
Yeah, that was a very good turn by Andrew with a guy coming really fast on his back.
That one will turn over now to Washburn. Here's Landon Vestring, and he was fighting with Chun Cherowin, and it goes into the white dugout. Out of play, throw in for Washburn, deep in Grizzly territory. That one goes over the goal line, and what are they calling? A goal kick. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by the Coughlin and Shoemaker families. We thank them both for their ongoing support of the Grizzly soccer program.
Looks like we're waiting for a Grizzly to finish tying
We
their
got a little clothing maintenance going on over there.
All right, here we go.
Out to center, headed forward there by Drew Moore. And here's a chance. Chun Cherowin took a shot and a nice block. That time by Lee.
Yeah, very good block there.
Grizzlies trying to get it out of their own end again. Now they're having a hard time doing it.
It's like they send it out and then it gets sent right back in.
It's a shame they got to have Jesus and Andrew Smith both wide open down here and can't get the ball to them. Another throw in coming for Northwest. That one gets tipped out of play, and that will belong to whom? I don't know if it's a throw or a corner. It looks like it's going to be a throw. And it looks like it's going to be us. And we have an offside call. Offside Northwest, free kick, Washburn Rural. Benning, nice job.
That's a very good touch there by Elijah Binney.
Galvin sends it up for Urbano. Urbano trying to get it to Benning. Back to Urbano it ends up. Christian sends one. Here's Smith on the near side. Centering one. Jesus couldn't get the shot off, and it goes over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick. Goal kick, Washburn Rural. Substitutions for the Junior Blues, number 5, Ryder Nickel, and number 19, Dylan Willingham.
And I do got to say, I think that was another example of a very, very good build-up by Northwest. It's just missing that final product of just taking that shot and a goal.
Exactly. When Andrew Smith passed that one across, all we needed was somebody there to pop it home, and we got a goal. I mean, that was a goal in the making.
It was.
And they just couldn't finish it off. Oh, nice tackle.
Yeah, very good by Hyro.
And Hyro sends one forward. Comes back out here to center. Bassel there with it. He gives it off to Urbano. Now Bassel giving chase again. He's going to lose it. And it goes out of play. That should be Northwest ball. Hey. I have him. I have him on there. Yeah, he's on there. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, make sure, Kevin, it's David and not – does it say Daniel on there?
It says Daniel.
Oh, it's David. I'm not sure how that –
He just said David too, didn't he?
Yeah, it's David.
Okay, this is Austin's writing.
He could have got confused.
I'm going to make sure. Art, it's Daniel, right? It's David. Okay. It says Daniel on here. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of a
Well, I've been wrong the entire half on this one, too. We're going to have something, like some kind of streamer or something put on the Avila boys because we're getting them backwards again because my program, what does that say? It says Daniel is on the roster, and that's what I said was the addition. I read what I was told, and it turns out it's David. So, okay.
There's a corner kick for Northwest.
Yeah. We were busy doing other things. That's Jesus taking it in the air, and it goes over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick. This Washburn Rural goal kick brought to you by Intrust Bank with locations all over the Wichita Metro, proud supporters of Grizzly soccer. I wonder if that means that David is going to come into the game. That's why Art came up here to tell me that.
Maybe.
We'll see what happens. He was added to the roster and is eligible to play this half. So.
Yep, it looks like he's talking to Clifton right now, so that could be a possibility.
That is a possibility, and we'll see what happens. He looked really good in the JV game, I thought.
Yeah.
He played well.
He's a pretty solid
I
player.
thought all of you played well. Oh my gosh, a line change. We're not doing this one. Forget it.
Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3.
Who do we have for us?
Got 7 for Washburn. Then we got 12, 17, and then 8, which is David.
Okay. 8, 12, and 17.
Yep, for us. So we got Brett Anderson, Dominique, I believe, Johnson.
Dominic Johnson, yeah.
And then
now we have a player down. And stop the clock. Who is that? That looks like it might be Landon.
Well, that's not good because he's already dealing with an injury.
I know.
He doesn't need another one.
They're calling out for the trainer. So Tommy Gonzalez will head out. And I do believe that's Landon Vestring that's down.
Yeah, I believe it is too because Clifton just called Brandon Ramirez to leave the bench and go to the middle of the field for a substitution.
The injured Northwest player is number 4, Landon Vestring. Washburn Rural makes a line change, substitutions. For Northwest, substitutions, where are we at?
I know number 3's up there.
Number 8, David Avila. Number 12, Brett Anderson. Number 17, Dominic Johnson. And number 3, Brandon Ramirez. Thank you. Wow. Well, we got time, yeah. The substitutions for Washburn Rural: number 19, Willingham. Number 15, Number 1, Hellauer. Number 9, Heinen. Number 15, Shriver. Number 24, Morrison. Number 2, Nims. Number 10, Rutschman. And Landon is still down.
Yeah, that is not a good sight to see.
This is not good.
No, it is not.
18:06 remains in the contest. Grizzlies trail 5-0.
Yes, he is.
And Landon is now on his feet. And he is walking gingerly. I would expect that Landon is done for the night.
Yep.
Like I said, he came into the game hurt.
Yeah, I don't know if that's honestly the smartest thing to play hurt, but...
Well, he wanted to play through it, and they need his leadership back there, so I can understand them wanting to do it.
It always sucks when you re-injure yourself, or you get another one.
By the way, that was a very highly sophisticated broadcast term. Start the clock. Okay.
Good turn there from Andrew.
Andrew Smith with it. Out of bounds. It stays with Northwest. Good job. Into Shocktour. Bassel. Grizzlies have not let up one bit despite the score. That's interesting. Urbano wins that ball. Gives it to Benning. Benning sends a long one in the direction of Ortiz. Ortiz with one man to beat. Gets around him. Centers one. Oh, and it went through the wickets. Here's a shot over everything, and that'll be a goal kick for...
I also believe someone lost a shin guard. There's a shin guard in the middle of the field right there.
Substitution for Northwest, number 6, Calvin Bell.
Yeah, it was Jesus who
Ortiz
lost
his shin guard. And he quickly slips it back into his sock. And here comes Lindhor's goalkeeper distribution. Urbano sends it over here for Bassel. Oh, Bassel got beat by Morrison that time. Morrison had his pass deflected by Shocktour. There's a shot and a score. Was that 23?
I believe it was.
You guys are supposed to be spotting.
Yeah, it's that guy on the far end.
Guy over there running?
Yeah, I believe it is.
That's 23.
Yep.
Washburn Rural goal scored by number 23, Drayden Chuncherowin. And it's 6-0. Unfortunate. Grizzlies coughed up the ball and it cost them.
A little bit of a big touch there from Brandon Ramirez. But fighting hard still after losing the ball.
They are fighting hard despite the score. There's another one, and AJ's right there to make the save.
Very good through ball here.
There's one over the top of everything. That'll be a goal kick for Washburn Rural.
Seems like every oh, you go ahead, Kevin.
This Washburn Rural goal kick brought to you by Gecko Painting out of Lenexa, Kansas. We thank Northwest alum Stacy Higgins and her husband Danny for their longtime support of the Grizzlies soccer program.
Sorry about that, Kevin.
No, you're good.
It seems like every good attacking chance Northwest has gotten, they can't find that finishing touch, and it's just really frustrating, I would say, for Northwest.
That's been the story of the night. What a save that time by A.J. Joint. There's another header and another save by A.J. That header off of Chun Cherowin, who just scored a moment ago.
Yeah, Washburn's not giving up with this pressure.
No, they're not. They've
constant.
left the pressure on, and that's one of the trademarks of a Brian Hensel coach team, that they play the same no matter the score.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't let up, and I don't blame them. Three on four. Here comes Washburn, and what a save that time by A.J. Joint to cut off that pass.
Really good throw there by A.J.
It really was. Threw it right to Calvin in stride. Calvin will get called for a tripping foul, and he's going to get a card.
Yeah, that was a very
stop
bad
the clock on that one. And, there have been several other fouls tonight that, in my opinion, were a lot worse.
Yeah, there's been some fouls tonight that have been card-worthy.
Substitution for Northwest, number 11, Carlos Gonzalez Huerta. After the yellow card to Calvin Bell, he'll have to sit out for a bit. 14:30, clock stops on the card. Grizzlies trail 6-0. The issue's pretty much decided. Just what will the score be? Really would like to see the Grizzlies get rewarded for some of their effort tonight. So far, that has not happened. Ortiz has it. Jesus. Nice lead pass.
Here, I'll be right back, Kevin. I need to tell Coach Nick to start the clock.
That would be a good thing. David, start the clock. It may have locked up. Our scoreboard clock is not running. There's one goes wide. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by Scott Mueller and Basis Consulting Engineers, 800 East 1st, Suite 401. And they got the clock again.
Just stop and wait for it to catch up. And then once it's catch up, that's when you do it.
All right.
A.J. Joint will take the goal kick himself. And gets a pretty nice boot. The wind has pretty much died down now. The flags are barely moving. I'd say 5 miles an hour or less. That one gets shot into the sellout crowd. That's probably in the area where the shoemakers are sitting. Northwest substitutions, number 18, Jairo Mondillano Lopez. And number 20, Miles Bemis. $13.20 and running. Grizzlies will be back at it Monday at South High in the Titan Classic. We're on the air at 2:40 with the Austin Clifton pregame show. For the fans, whoa, look at that save.
Yeah, very
well,
good chance
Lenher
right
hadn't
there.
been very busy back there, but he looked good that time. And that's I don't understand why that isn't why isn't that a corner if he made the save?
I'm not sure.
That doesn't make sense to me. Well, they gave him a goal kick, so be it. And a foul called on Northwest. It'll be a free kick for the Blues inside the circle. Blues still with it on the near side. That's Rutschman again.
Good
and
challenge.
What a nice job that time to clear that ball away by young Brandon Ramirez, the freshman defender. He looked like a senior that time.
Yeah, he's showing some really good potential there in the defensive line.
I think he's going to be a good one. I think we got a lot of good players on this team.
Sure do.
We just got a lot of inexperience. That one goes over the net. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by Jenny Wiley and the Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust created as a memorial to the late Robert L. Gould. We thank everyone at the Gould Foundation for their support of the Grizzly soccer program.
Really
corner? Yeah.
Yep.
Corner kick, Washburn Rural.
It's really good defense there from Miles. He's able to stop that cross from going into the box.
In the air comes the corner kick. Punched away by A.J. Joint. Now cleared away by John Lee. Couple of good defensive plays there. Holy moly. And we're going to make a line change here. You ready for numbers? 3, 7, 8. Who else?
16.
12 and 13, 16. I think that's everybody. Just get them where I can read them. And down it comes. Here's a chance.
Just a little too far ahead.
Too far ahead for Smith. Bemis intercepts it. He centers one. Oh, it's headed away. And here's a breakaway for Rutschman. Shot and a save by A.J. Joint. That'll go into the corner. Corner kick, Washburn Rural. Subbing in for the Junior Blues, number 3, Moore, number 7, Lobato Stick, number 8, Hemsley, number 12, Fryendall, number 13, Romanchek, and number 16, Hauser.
And I do got to say, that was a pretty good run there by Rutschman.
It was. He did a good job, and he got by 2 defenders before he got his shot off. So that was, it's pretty good work on his part, you got to admit.
And there's also a pretty good save there by Joint.
It was. AJ was up to the task, and I don't know how many saves he's got. How many saves do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this half. Out to center. Junior Blues still with control. There's one. AJ Joint dives and makes the stab, blocking off the passing lane.
Yeah, it was good he grabbed that, because if he didn't grab that, there's a Washburn player right behind him ready for that cross.
He was parked on the post.
He sure was.
Ready to tap it home.
Here's a good run. Oh, taken away.
That was a good run. Started to be a good run by Urbano, and now Urbano trips him. And that'll be a yellow card, stopping the clock.
Yeah, that was not a very good challenge there by Urbano.
No, it was not. .7:43 remaining in the game. Urbano comes out. Who came in for him? I didn't see who came in.
I believe it was Basil Schochter.
Northwest substitution number 2, Basil Schochter. Start the clock, and we're back underway. There's a long one by Morrison. Loose in front, headed away, and cleared off the goal line.
That's very good.
Was that Ramirez that did that?
I believe that is Shakhtar.
Was that Shakhtar? I couldn't tell.
Shakhtar.
We'll give Basil credit for you. It was Shakhtar. You're right.
Very good defensive effort from him.
It was. Excellent. Excellent defensive work. You know, last year we had this same thing. We started off very slow last year and then played Washburn Rural. And Washburn Rural beat us in overtime at their place.
They did. That was a very rough game for us.
And then what happened? We won 9 in a row.
We did.
We won the Titan and then won 9 in a row.
We sure did.
So we can do that again. Lights are on here at Bobby Bribiesca Family Stadium.
Very good set piece
Boom.
there.
Yeah, it was a good set piece. A.J. Joint up to the task.
Ooh, yeah, very bad challenge there.
Yeah, that'll be a foul. Free kick for Northwest. Come on, guys, let's go. You can do it.
Everybody wants to go home.
That one goes out of play. It'll stay with Northwest. Out to center. Hyro with it. Splits two defenders. Oh, and then he gets the ball tackled away. Urbano, a long blast, goes over everything. It'll be a goal kick. Goal kick, Washburn Rural.
Actually, I believe that
Junior
was...
Blue substitutions. Number 5, Ryder Nickel. Number 19, Dylan Willingham. You were saying?
Sorry about that, Kevin. I believe that was Shakhtar that actually had that long-range shot.
Was it?
Because I believe Christian.
I thought it was Christian.
I'll
take your word for it. You know, where they're standing has us looking right into the setting sun. So it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see without because you got the glare problem.
Yep.
Here's Shakhtar again. He's worked hard tonight, too. He's had a good game.
Sure has. Oh, here's a good chance.
Is that Hyro with it?
Yes, sir.
And he'll pass it to Smith. Smith, a shot and a save by Len Hearn. Another good opportunity for the Grizzlies, and they just can't finish it. But give Andrew Smith credit and give Shakhtar credit for a good play to set up some offense. Throw in coming now for Northwest on the far side as we approach 4 minutes remaining. Again, we're on the air Monday at 2:40 with the Austin Clifton pregame show. A.J. Joint has that one. And then we'll play Emporia in the first round of the Titan Classic. We have games Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And when we play Wednesday is dependent on what we do on Monday. And it's about time we started the 9-game win streak, and Monday's as good a time as any. That one's going to go, it stayed in. Nice job that time by Moore. Keep it in. That one rolls out, and it will belong to Northwest.
Very good defensive effort right there from Dominic Johnson.
Haven't called his number much tonight.
Oh,
there's the trip.
Yeah, not a great challenge there by
Brandon Ramirez. Not a good challenge at all.
Looks like it will not produce a card, though, so that's a good thing.
No, I wouldn't have carded that either. You know, we have our rules expert, Ashley Isbell, sitting right next to us, the referee extraordinaire. should have been consulting with you all night. There's a shot and oh, that one went. Did that hit the side of the net?
Yes, I believe it hit the side of the net.
Woo.
I almost thought it went in for a second.
So did I. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by Security First Title, providing title insurance, abstract products, and closing services on real estate in Kansas and Missouri. Offices all over the metro area. In the air it comes from AJ. And Bassel wins that one. Good job. Carlos will send it wide for Miles. Oh, Miles had his pocket picked there by Drew Moore. And Miles comes right back to challenge it.
Ooh.
And that's a good tackle, period.
Yeah, it's a good thing it was a good tackle because it was inside the box. Oh, good.
Johnson sends one up to Hyro. Hyro gets behind the defense. He'll either center it or he'll shoot it. It looks like he's going to do neither as the defense collapses on him and wins the ball back.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to cross into the box because we did have a player there.
I think he hesitated. That if he hadn't hesitated, he'd have gotten that pass off.
And it looks like Brandon Ramirez has gone down with, looks like a cramp.
Yeah, it is a cramp.
So we're playing with 3 in the back right now.
And there's, they're calling an offside.
And then they're going to have an injury break.
We're going to stop the clock with 1 minute remaining as Brandon Ramirez is grabbing his leg.
We're just hoping it's a cramp and nothing too serious.
They're calling out the trainer. The injured Northwest Grizzly is Brandon Ramirez. He will be substituted for by Calvin Bell.
It looks like Calvin will re-enter the game after receiving a yellow card earlier in the game.
Oh, he's hurt. He can't put any weight on his right leg at all.
Yeah, that's not a good sight to see.
And put your arm around Tommy and keep the weight off it. Now Art Shook's going to go out and help. Brandon, you can tell he's in pain. He's wincing. Can't put any weight on it at all.
Yeah, another player added to the really long injury list for Northwest.
Free kick for Northwest on the offside.
Very unfortunate.
Out to center. Less than a minute to go. Get ready for what's to come here.
Good challenge there from John Lee. And very good effort right there from preventing a corner for Washburn and turning it into a throw-in.
And they make it very short. May get a chance for a shot here before the buzzer. Inside 10 seconds now. And Miles missed it. Not going to matter. The game will end here. And there's the final whistle. Final score in our varsity match this evening. Washburn Rural 6 and Wichita Northwest 0. The Grizzlies will begin play in the Titan Classic Soccer Tournament on Monday afternoon. They will take on the Emporia Spartans at 3 o'clock on the South High East Grass Field. Come on out and spend part of your Labor Day holiday cheering on the Grizzlies. Please note that there is limited seating on this field, so it is advisable to bring lawn chairs to the game. If you're unable to come and see the game in person, the game is scheduled to be live streamed on the Northwest YouTube channel beginning at 2:40 p.m. Find the game at youtube.com/NWHSGrizz. To all of you in the stands who came out tonight to support your respective teams, thank you for your attendance and for your support of high school soccer. Those of you who came down from Topeka, please be extra careful on the turnpike going back. And to all of you, please drive home safely. Good night. And to all of you online, we're going to say good night too. And we're going to walk Brandon Miller, our executive engineer producer, through the closing procedure. Okay. Once again, final score 6-0 for Craig and Brandon and Elizabeth. I'm Kevin saying good night. Tomorrow night, football, 6:30, right here on NWHS Grizz. Craig and I will bring it to you. We're looking forward to it. And then Monday at 2:40, soccer at the Titan Classic. Until then, if we don't see you, have a very happy and safe Labor Day holiday. Okay, go up to live and connect.